great to see another match. This time played between Team Germany and Team World. Very high pool for Team World. Looks like it's going to be called a brick. And yes, very exciting to know who is going to join Team World for another game. This time it's going to be two Lithuanian players, Kęstutis Skučas and Vytautas Skučas, wearing numbers 8 and 4 respectively. Mainers now getting close. Looks like almost a travel situation, so goes back. Great spirit for Mainers. Swing to Ramirez, and Ramirez into the end zone for Vytautas Skučas for the first point of the game. First point for of the game goes to Team World. And Sergio Ramirez, the author of his pass, of the scoring pass, asked me to give some greetings to his family in Mexico City and of course to his team, Phoenix. And yeah, his dog turned 3 yesterday, his dog Calio. And of course greetings to his wife, Majo Fina from Barranquilla, but now living in Mexico. And I'm joined in the commentary booth by the president of the Lithuanian Flying Disc Federation, Ričardas Vysockis, in just a few seconds due to some technical difficulties. And of course, he will be helping me in commentary today in that exciting match. Team Germany now going on offense, and looks like that is going to be called a good point. So Team Germany on the board right now, and once again another point. So 1-1, close game so far. How are you doing, Ričardas?
Yeah, hello. I don't know, is there sound or not? I don't know. So if everyone heard me, so hello, and I'm really happy to be here to host this tournament, this championship. Really nice. Yeah, I think Dimitri already explained what's the game, what's the purpose of this team and everything. Now we have international team and Team Germany on the field.
And Team World with possession of the disc, Mainers. Looking for options, goes for the deep shot to Ramirez, not quite in on the goal line. So not going to be scored just yet. And there is an open cutter over there, and Wusiak with the score in the end zone for Team World. 2-1 in this game. This game is only getting started, but already getting quite excited. Quite exciting.
Yeah, and Team Germany, for example, they're playing, let's say, more real ultimate, really using empty spaces, nice cuts, long hugs. The same doing in the world team. So in this game, I think we can watch a lot of interesting moments and just smiling and cheering for that.
Absolutely. I really like what you mentioned, that, Team Germany playing a bit of a regular grass ultimate style, but Team World also have always Ramirez and Mainers in the back, two handlers always resetting to each other, but this time Team Germany going on offense with Bush receiving the first pass from Tamam, and that disc was a little too high for the reach of the German players, and that's a turnover. First opportunity for a break for Team World. How was the experience so far with organizing the tournament? And also, you are the main coach of the Lithuanian squad, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like man orchestra, you know. They're trying to help those guys. Really, Vytautas from Lithuanian team, he's doing the main thing and main job, really preparing that team. I'm just, consulting, let's say so. About hosting and organizing, it's everything about the participants. If I see happy faces, no complaints, so it means the tournament goes well.
Yeah, that's a good way to approach that, of course. And we see, meanwhile, Team World getting the possession once again to themselves. Long shot goes for Ramirez. Is that going to be good? Oh, just out of reach. Unfortunate. And yeah, thumbs up. He likes that shot. I think, Ramirez and Mainers have great chemistry in this game. I think, no, not in this game, but in this squad for them. Meanwhile, Schäfer collects the first pass from Tamam. Back to Tamam once again with the disc. Looks like he's one of the main handlers. And oh, Bush, unfortunately, off the contact. And Ramirez going to get that. Ooh, what a grab,
Nice grab.
In the end zone. And looks like it's a good point. That was impressive.
Yeah, by the way, Tamam from Team Germany, he made really good job when played against Lithuania team. Really has good throw, very accurate throw, but sometimes, yeah, when he has like a bigger marker, it's not so easy for him then.
Yeah, we still see the difference sometimes in height. The Takahashi, the player from Japan, of course, very tall figure, collecting everything that is going high. I think it's very similar to Grass Ultimate. Very often the shorter players, they're great handlers, right? But sometimes it's very difficult for them in the air. This time, taller player on the German squad, Picariello. First pass. Another pass. Schäfer, unfortunately, maybe he wasn't ready for this pass. And the quick dish from Ramirez to Vytautas Kučas into the end zone gives another point to Team World. They are starting very hot this particular match.
Yeah, and by the way, we have like two brothers now on the field, Vytautas and Kęstutis Kučas. No.
I was curious, yes, because both of them have the same last name. I was wondering if there is a...
They're brothers.
Yeah, they're brothers. Okay. Interesting. Good to see the family affair getting involved on the field. Tamam picking up the disc. Big mark from Kęstutis.
No, Vytautas.
Vytautas,
Vytautas,
apologies. Thank you. Thank you for corrections. And, a throwaway. Yeah, long shot from Tamam, but didn't work out. No receivers under this disc, and Ramirez going to quickly pick up. Signaling, wants a long shot. Tamam with a defensive pressure. Nice. And, Vytautas giving thumbs up for the defense. Great to see that spirit.
I talked a little bit with the Lithuanian guys who playing now on world team. They said, for example, like Vytautas said, I want to have more experience or more interesting experience. That's why I want to try this world team, because like Lithuanian team, they're playing more tiki-taka, let's say, small short passes, because not everyone knows how to throw longer shots. So he wanted to try a different experience. And as I see, he's like a fish in the water.
Looks like it's working for him. Yes, absolutely. And that quick pass after the turnover gives the disc to Team World. And judging by the horn, 5-1. Yeah, 10 minutes, halftime already in. And yeah, I think this is a great thing for Team World, because you get to play with the players you would never play any other time. So, I mean, this time Team World is joined by two players from Lithuania, but maybe some other players from Team Italy would join, and you would find yourself playing together with them.
Yes.
That's, I think, a great experience and a great inclusivity for Team World.
Yeah, I'm always saying, if you want to develop, if you want to grow as a player, you should have as much as you can international experience, or in tournaments, or playing for other teams. Because if you just, boiling in your juices, or how to say, so you are
staying in your bubble.
yeah, something like that. So you are not growing.
Yeah, that's good. I think it's sometimes easier for Grass Ultimate to just travel around and play with other players. But for Wheelchair Ultimate, I think there are just less players sometimes. It's maybe less known as some other wheelchair sports. But it's great to see that the second edition of the World Championships also having 5 teams. And yes, I think the Team World is a great addition to that.
Yes, and I was joking, that we are growing like double each time, because like last time it was, let's say, only 2 participating countries like Germany and Italy, and they had, of course, the same world team. So now we have already 4 countries participating as a national team from those countries. So I hope each time it will be doubled.
Yeah,
it would be
but
nice.
almost 6 countries as far as I know.
Almost, because India last week they they didn't jump out, but they were maybe thrown away a little bit, and there's some issues with the visa for them, and that's why we don't have them on board now. But
Unfortunate that sometimes bureaucracy also coming in the way of sports and sportsmanship and growing different sports. And as we were saying, that it's interesting to have some experience with players from other countries. There you go. Tommaso Ostino is getting on the field for Team World. So it's going to be a very interesting mix this time. It's like Vytautas Skučas and Tommaso Ostino, once enemies, now teammates.
yeah.
Germany picking up the disc. First possession for Zavato. Zavato once again with the disc. Stops in his tracks, going over the top for Rashid. And Rashid, yes,
quick,
nice shot to Bush. Yeah, Bush with a great continuation there, and nice around pass as well.
Yes, sometimes maybe for spectators, it looks so easy, everything like it so smoothly, but I can assure you that it's so difficult to play in wheelchair really, and I don't know, it's not only about the communication, but you should know how your teammate is moving, how fast you should count your trajectory of the throw. So it's really a very, very difficult and interesting experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Chemistry works as well. Ooh, what a pinpoint shot over there from Ramirez to Vytautas, Skučas into the end zone. Difficult shot and a difficult grab over there. But Team World, trotting through 6-2 for them in this game after the halftime. And Team Germany, I think Emilio Zavato was not playing on the field yesterday, if I remember correctly. Some adjustments were needed as I was talking to the coach, but good to see him, of course, here. Also on the field and experiencing the joy of World Wheelchair Ultimate Championships in Ruskinkai. First pass, gives a nod for a longer pass, but no, instead resets to Rashid. Rashid goes long to Bush. Bush, great hands over there and a great catch. Wants to go in the end zone to Zavato. Zavato still available. Rashid instead. Zavato, no, not quite in, or is it signaled in? Looks like it's signaled in.
Yeah. But honestly, I thought that maybe one wheel was outside the end zone, but if players agree, all good with that.
It looked to me as well, like my perspective was similar to yours, but players on the field agreed that it is a point, and all good. Zavato now with the pull. And getting, that's a nice shot. Dropped ball, but not a turnover, as we are playing kind of indoor editions of the rules. But looks like the coach is stepping in.
I think they're discussing that situation, what you mentioned
Uh-huh.
before about drop pull.
Yeah. But I think I overheard her saying that you actually trying to catch it. My perspective was that he actually tried to catch it, looks like.
Yes,
But
yes.
regardless, accepted by Ramirez. And quick pass. And into the end zone for Schwarz for Team Germany. Yeah, there have been a few changes to the rules, as far as I know, over the last few days, as the captains and the players discussed some of the rules and some of the additions.
Yes, because you know, in general, rules of wheelchair ultimate, it's a live process because like they were written and then introduced first time in 2023 and already changed for this tournament, and I think will be changed for next tournament because like it should be no gray areas in the rules. So that's why I think what is good that athletes actively commenting what is good, what's wrong, what they are struggling with. So at some point we will have this like most perfect, almost perfect rules.
And Rashid with a great defense earlier for Germany, preventing the score for Team World, and now Rashid also behind the disc, dishing away passes, and what a grab there for Bush, and Bush goes over the top to Rashid. Rashid looking into the end zone. Looks like there might be a foul that's going to be called. Bit of a contact before the disc was released, in my perspective, and the disc is going to be given back to Rashid.
Yeah.
Yep, players are going back to where they were prior to the call. And we're back in play. Rashid looking for options, goes over the top, and unfortunately, no one was available for that path. And it's an interesting point that you made about the rules. Yes, it's only the second edition of the rules, and of course it is mostly for the players to figure out how do they want to play. But it's good to see that evolving, and yes, I'm sure that in the next edition, probably the rules are going to be slightly changed. Maybe different countries play a little bit differently, but it's good to see. It's a new sport, and the sport is evolving, and good to see players and captains getting involved. Meanwhile, Mainers on the goal line, looking for options, goes over the top to Kestutis Skuchas. And both Skuchas brothers are doing some damage for Team World. And yes, thank you for your comments. Great chemistry over there. And yes, surprising chemistry for Team World.
Yeah.
Aren't you surprised to see that?
Well, you know, Ultimate, it's common language of those guys. So for them, I think it's easy to find chemistry, especially when you're playing for Team World and you're just trying to be the best version, and that's it. Or just to have fun finally, if not like competing for medals or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, this is, you summed it up really well. So spirits of the game, of course, the first rule of Ultimate. And yes, some of you are saying great spirit. Absolutely agree with that. Rashid now with the disc after a nice club catch. Great chemistry as well on display from Germany. Tamam turned around. Rashid knew exactly what he's going to do. Once again, over the top from Tamam to Rashid. Rashid looking for options. Bush with a difficult grab. He's making them constantly, but unfortunately, maybe a little bit rushed into the end zone.
I think will
Ramirez
be long shot.
Looks for a long shot. Is that going to be good?
Almost.
Almost. Yeah, Vytautas, I think he maybe touched it slightly, but wasn't enough to actually have full control of the disc. A long shot now from Tamam into the end zone for Rashid, and that works perfectly well.
That was I said. If nobody guarding Ramam, he's throwing quite accurate.
Yeah.
Really long, good passes.
Great pass, and oh yeah, Team Germany coming back. So after having 6-1 start, it's now 5-7. Much closer gap than in the beginning of the game. This is getting very, very exciting. And yeah, very quick points for both of the teams despite some turnovers. Still 20 minutes on the clock. We are already technically in the second half, but still have more than half of the time available to us to finish this game.
Yeah, and really, I'm very happy to see that German team, they have a very young squad, let's say so, that young guys coming and playing, not like closing themselves maybe in some non-active, let's say, activities or something like that. But they are participating, and I talked with the coach of German team. She as well excited that young guys like starting to play Ultimate and participating in such high level event.
Yeah, Tamam this time not as precise, unfortunately, and earlier Team World a bit of a throwaway, yeah, an overshot pass, but yeah, finding themselves in possession of the disc, very close to the end zone as it went out of the field. And yeah, Tanya, absolutely, German coach, very excited and very happy for the young squad of Germany to participate in sport. And yeah, of course, it's a very social thing, helps them to, like you said, get out of the bubble sometimes, yeah. And get some international experience. Team World collecting another score, 8-5 in this game. And question from Ayman, what is Grass Ultimate? What is Grass Ultimate? Richardas.
Yeah, Grass Ultimate, that's the like original version of Ultimate, I would say, that we're playing outside on the grass, on the grass field. So that's the main case, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the main differences why we are playing indoor, of course, because using a wheelchair, for example, on grass would not be very possible. So, yeah, Grass Ultimate is played without using a wheelchair. And oh, Tamam with another long shot, but yeah, that just died a little bit too early. Maybe not enough spin and not enough hang. So, Team World, one more opportunity for a break. Long shot's gonna go for Ramirez. Oh, a little bit imprecise. And Tamam, once again, is he going to put it deep? Nope, not this time. Picariello with the disc to Rashid. Rashid under pressure from Mainers. Mainers, almost a hand block over there. Schäfer goes back to Tamam. It's again, yeah, very, very close. And Rashid was asking for the disc. You could hear him saying yes, and that's exactly what happened. And Rashid collecting another point from Tamam, from his teammate for Team Germany. 6-8, still within touching distance, just 2 points between them.
Yeah, really nice point. Very well used empty space, cutting, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Tamam, absolutely. Seeing his favorite target, I think, in Rashid, and Team World now on the counter-offensive. Mainars swings, gets it to Ramirez. Ramirez, nice hanging pass to Kęstutis Kučas from Lithuania, but representing Team World.
Yeah, so as I see, both brothers Kučas, they very good cutters, I would say. Really cutting very well and just receiving accurate passes in the end zone.
Yeah, creating spaces for themselves, and yeah, exactly, rightly so. You make a good cut, it will be rewarded with a throw and occasionally a point as well. This time, Germany on the offense, Picariello. Looking for options. Rashid is getting open. Rashid gets the disc. Rashid goes to Sheffer. Sheffer has represented Team World earlier as well in this tournament, but the pass to Rashid gets hand blocked by Mainers, an outstretched hands. Mainers now looking to finish the game and does. So Team World 10-6 against Team Germany, collecting another win. I think they suffered one loss earlier in the game, but this time they are winning against Germany. How did you like your experience? How did you like the game?
Very nice and very flowly, I would say. No calls, or if they were some, so it were solved very quickly. So I think a highly spirited game, let's say so, and very nice to watch.
I absolutely agree with you. Yeah, very high spirits, and thank you for joining me in the commentary. I think you have the next game, right?
Yep.
The second round robin is starting, so it's going to be Japan, Lithuania for the next game.
Or
yeah.
Italy, I would say.
Italy?
I
Oh
think
yeah,
Italy,
you're right.
yeah.
Yes, Italy, absolutely. Thank you for joining me, and we are having some thanks and praise. Great commentary. So thank you, Richardas. I've been Dmitry Doroshenko. I will stay with you for the next game, but Richardas will do his coaching duties.
Yes. Okay. Bye.
Bye.